course, completely unaware of the results. The games will be live on Sunday. I'm gonna work on my scoreboard so people know what's going on.
When you were on Skype later, would you like me to send you GameHeart? Or I can link it to you.
No, I know what GameHeart is, but there's a reason why we're not using it. I don't know the reason, but Todd told me to use this.
Oh, okay.
Either way,
that's cool.
I want to say something else, but I forgot. Anyways, you can go ahead and introduce. Yeah, that's what I want to say. Go ahead and introduce the players.
That's my introduction. So here we are, guys. Jumping into game number 2 of a best of 3 between these two players. One up at the top left, playing for Team Startail. It is none other than the Blue Zerg Life. And his opponents winning all the way at the bottom right. Doing a bit of a proxy, as we can see here. Winning game number 1, trying to close it out with a 2-0. It is none other than Liquid's HerO, the Red Protoss. And yeah, he's proxying, so this should be fun. I love a bit of proxy action.
Well, Sheriff Estes is indeed our second map, and while I was busy doing the scoreboard, just like you said, HerO sending out one of his very first probes across the map. Live opened pretty greedy last game. It was a double hatch with no gas, and even though he got away with it and got himself in a great position, HerO probably looked at the build order history and he's like, man, if you're going to do that again, I'm going to try to get a really quick victory in game number 2. First gateway is down, second gateway is going down, and Live so far is unaware of this. He's going hatch first.
He is, yes. I thought he was going to go for that pull as he clicked just between the gas and the mineral, just between the gas and the hatchery, but nope, he is going for it. And the second gateway is in production. It's not like, a funky one gate, cybercore or something like that.
Still though, like if Live would drop a spawning pool right now, even though he may squeeze out another drone, but now we do see him drop the extractor. These gateways are kind of far away. This is really good for HerO, don't get me wrong. He's going to get a cancel on this hatch, hands down. But since the zealots and gateways are so far away, Live, okay, Live knows? Yeah.
No, the Overlord stopped moving. I don't think he does. Oh, this is going to be interesting. Of course, he's just. Do you think he'll wait for a couple of zealots? He should wait for like 3, right?
I think so. In PvC, I think that's the way to go for it.
Yeah, definitely. Because the hatchery hasn't finished yet, and he doesn't know exactly. That's what he's hoping for. And of course, you want to delay time. Give, of course, the Zerg less time to react.
I think Live maybe heard Chronos. I think that's what happened. Sometimes even when you don't see it, maybe he heard it. Either way, he dropped the spawning pool immediately. 3 zealots are marching into the main base. 3 zealots have a lot of HP, a lot of damage. Live is going to have to micro his dear life out to buy time and maybe get a spine crawler up. He has a lot of money. He even canceled the hatch in the natural, so he has a lot of money to build spines. But 3 zealots are here, and I think 4th and 5th zealots are on the way. This is starting to look good for HerO already.
Yeah, absolutely. I guess 1 or 2 zealots, of course, you can micro pretty well, drone walking them, of course, and this is not going to look good. We do have 2 spine crawlers in production at 2 other sides of the map. Zerglings are now popping up, but that zealot is in a good position, and the drones coming in from behind. The 2 other zealots are going to join the fight, and there's only 6 drones left, Roger.
Excellent zealot positioning there by HerO, because if he would have lost that one, maybe Live could have stabilized and spiral out of control, but right now with only 6 drones, there is a queen though, and there is a spine crawler, so maybe Live is able to stabilize, but even right now if he stabilizes, it's 11 against 8 workers, which is needless to say very good for the Zerg. Also no gas on the way or something like that.
Absolutely, and of course he can maybe just hold command on the ramp and stop units escaping, so his his main is safe. He doesn't have to worry about those run-bys as much, if he does want to do that, and if you get a lot of zealots, this is still going to be scary. He can outproduce his opponent, and the queen is going to just pick away at them, force them to run away.
Live's going to have to be very careful when and how he decides to move that spine crawler, if he wants to move that spine closer to the ramp. He's going to take a look, see where the zealots went, and he's going to see, well, that's a lot of zealots. So he's going to have to start chipping away at them with these 2 queens. He's still down 3 workers, and he's still forced to produce links as well, so that working number is not growing yet. This is a lot of zealots. I mean, a spine crawler is amazing and all, but this is 8 zealots. They're going to be able to do some serious work once more.
Absolutely, and of course, Zerglings, that they're going to get into very bad position in between the mineral lines. The queen picking away will get some extra damage, and of course, transfuse is available right now. So, he doesn't get it though. And that spine crawler was the anchor point to the army. The queens are getting surrounded. The drones are forced to fight and run away. But actually, they do turn around and stand their ground, which is not going to last very long.
Live trying to do whatever he can possibly do, but he's fighting an uphill battle. It's 14 workers against 10 right now. HerO can just keep rallying in zealots which will force Life to keep making links so he can never re-establish the drone count that he's looking for. He kept the queens alive, and he has a few Zerglings right now, so this is something he can sort of work with. But now the cybernetic score is going down as well, and the moment we can get Stalkers out, Stalkers would actually be excellent against the no-gas Zerg player.
Yeah, absolutely. And now, of course, a couple of last workers was the 6 difference. HerO's been producing them casually behind all this, and he's got his gas, like you said. It's only 1 gas, but of course, that's pretty much enough. He just needs a little bit of gas to get the Stalkers to outmaneuver his opponent. Oh, sorry, my dogs.
What kind of dog are we talking about, Kiwi?
Sorry.
No worries. I like dogs. It's all good. Zelo's going to town to these Zerglings once more. It's sad for Life, but after an amazing game 1 where he put himself in a really good position, I think there is anything he can do over here. He's slowly but steady starting to pick off a few of these Zealots, but he just doesn't have any drones anymore. While meanwhile, HerO's comfortably on 18 drones. 1 base against 1 base. It's a good time to be a Protoss player. The Protoss players are kind of dirty today, man. They really are. Lots of cheeky strats.
Yeah, they're giving us a bad reputation, man.
Ah, we love it.
Alright, so the last Ella in the main does get cleaned up, of course, 2 more at the bottom of the ramp. Just 2 friends chilling, and the first Stalker does finish up. So this is gonna get, he's going for the overload, because why not? Guaranteed damage.
Well, the last thing that Life wants to do right now is rebuild a freaking overload,
Yeah.
as he's now supply blocked, and he already has so little to work with. Once more, these Stalkers, they should just never ever die. There is nothing that can kill Stalkers unless they would somehow get surrounded. But this is still HerO, and HerO has always had excellent control, so I highly doubt that he's going to get one of his Stalkers to get trapped. Starts working away this Queen. Transfuse will land. And for now, Life still hanging in there, but against 3 Stalkers, there's just no way. GG is called. Liquid HerO takes out Startail alive, which in my opinion is a little bit of a surprise over here in the second.